Hello, it's Dale here. I'm back on the water soluble again and stitching on my favourite water soluble, which is called Romeo. And people keep asking me about it. It's a film, and just to show you what happens if you use like a thread like this one. This is the Madeira. This is the Rolls-Royce, quite thick with a black core in it. It's 30 weight. And it has, actually, it might even be a number 20 weight with that core. But look what happens when you put it top and bottom. Now, on the surface of Romeo, I've stitched a pattern stitch, as you can see. And around the outside, I've stitched that sort of leaf type stitch. But look at how it holds its own once it's dried. Because metallic threads are firmer, of course. And people get so scared of stitching with metallic, but I use it in the top and the bottom. So that's just a little sample piece. It would make, as I've said before, make a wonderful, insert or lace or anything that collar. And this is another one, and this time I've used probably this, one of the metallics anyway. They come on fat spools like this now. And they used to be one of our most popular threads for a long time. Now this one here is just some straight stitching with the thread only, and just up and down lines. You can see some of it's a bit loose, but you could be more concentrated and careful than I have been here if you were doing it. And then if you look around the edges, I've simply done free stitching in circles all around it to give nice, it's sort of part of, I did a lot of Elizabethan stuff, so it's part of the sort of sampling that I've done there. And I've just free stitched and put little circles to hold it. But again, it's very, very firm where the metallic threads are. So that's this one. Now here I have one. Sometimes you have to search for whatever you've lost. But anyway, this is another one that's just stitched with a rayon thread and with the super twist, which is the other one of the best threads out. That's the 30 weight industrial one. It's the best metallic that you can use for fine and all sorts of stuff. That's how they look now, that sort of size. We have them all. And I've used a rayon on the top and a metallic in the bottom, all the other way up. I can't remember. But it's a variegated rayon because, as you know, I like variegated threads. And I've done you can see it's slightly more, it's not as held as well as it has on this one, but it's kept the shapes of the little stitch that I've used and the leaf shape right around the outside. And just here, I've always kept that just to show how it was a little bit exposed there. Not that it's the end of the earth, but again, it's just sampling for something that you might make, for, as I said, an insert collar, all that sort of thing. So there's those guys. And then the next thing just here, because I found them when I was pottering around, but using Romeo and drawing a leaf on it, and that's using an actual leaf from my garden. And I've used, as I do, a variegated thread. Then I've just stitched it, and you can see when it washes out, it gets slightly out of shape, but I've used a metallic thread here, a nice light one that I've got in those autumn clothes, just to show the leaf. Follow the leaf through, by this time adding some organza fabric and then cutting some of it out while it's still on the Romeo, on the water-soluble surface, before you wash it out. So it enables you to create spaces very easily. And this one here is painting using actually Jagged Lumiere. It's that nice green that I like, olive green, and putting the paint on first, and when it's dried, stitching the leaf, so you've got quite a firm leaf. Now remember, see how they go misshapen, but if you go outside and look at nature, that's how it always is. And then finally, as I was just searching away, and I found people are always asking me about printing on it, panic to print. Now I have printed there's my piece of Romeo, and I've just attached it. This has been around for a while, so you can see some sellotape across the bottom. Sometimes it's firm enough to actually go through all on its own, and I printed out part of a stone wall that I had. And then once you've done that, you can stitch on it. And when you wash it out, the image will disappear, but wherever you've built up your stitching will stay, of course. And just to show you while we're here, this is stamping onto the surface, and you'll get it's all ready for stitching. So it's been stamped with gold metallic paint with it, and then once you stitch onto it, it's pretty firm, etc, etc. And I'll just show you finally. I think just got to locate it. No, she says no. Well, that will just do for the moment. So stitching on that. So yeah, I hope that sort of given you a few little ideas again, because people ask me all the time. Now these are really old pieces too, and they're still entirely functional. So it doesn't die, it doesn't disappear. It only disappears when you put it into warm water and let it soak away. So see you again next time. Bye.